Is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being here. A couple of items here. First of all, one of the things I'm very concerned about is antimicrobial resistance. We have not been doing a great job in this country of developing the next generation of antibiotics to fight these resistant infections. It's cost the system almost $5 billion a year, and really probably somewhere around 36,000 people a year die because of this. We have a system failure here. It's a failure of the marketplace, and there's some very specific reasons. Do you think congressional action is needed to correct this, to prepare ourselves for the next pandemic, and to address the immediate cost to the system?
Congressman, first I have to say hallelujah for asking that question, because nobody asks about antimicrobial resistance. It is absolutely essential, and absolutely Congress needs to act, because we have to figure out a way to get the market to want to invent some of these new life-saving treatments.
Good. I look forward to working with you on that.
Can I just add real quickly that internationally we're trying to take this on as well. And so there's a lot of interest internationally to deal with antimicrobial resistance.
We just want to make sure that we lead
Absolutely.
in America. So with that, listen, you have touched on the Medicare Advantage issues. Again, I just don't share your position on that. And I want to say this. You made a comment to my colleague here from Ohio, Dr. Winstrip, that you were trying to implement the surprise billing law the way we intended it. And I'll simply say that trying is nothing more than failing slowly. Either you're going to do it or you're not, and I would encourage you to do it. So don't fail slowly. Just get it done the way Congress intended for that, and the way that this committee intended for you to implement that and to make the changes. Next, couple of series of questions here. Over the past decade and a half or so, about the past decade and a half, has there been any sector of the healthcare environment that has grown at a slower rate than inflation?
Any sector of the health,
any sector in our healthcare economy that's grown slower than inflation?
we'd probably have to crack our heads together to see if we could find one.
You'll get a split in your skull. You'll have to crack your head so hard so many times on that. Have there been an increase or decrease in premiums in the past decade and a half?
Well, here actually there's some good news. If I take you on the Affordable Care website, you can find a premium today for $10 or less a month.
Not the cost of the individual, but the overall cost of the premium, including the subsidies that have to be paid to drive that cost lower.
Okay, but we still have to take a look, because what
And
people are going to...
the answer is, I don't think you're going to find many folks that are saying that their healthcare premiums are going down.
But for Americans, the cost has gone down.
Really?
Yeah.
In what state?
Pretty much every state that has access to the Affordable Care Act.
You're going to tell us that the healthcare premiums in the state of Georgia are lower now than they were a decade and a half
Absolutely,
ago?
sir. Absolutely. When you can find a premium at $10 a month or less.
No. Not to the individual. I'm talking about the overall cost to the system.
I get where you're going, but what I'm saying to you is Americans...
Well, I'm getting where I'm going because we're spending entirely too much money. We've got an inefficient system. Reclaiming my time, a couple other quick questions. Are there more rural hospitals in America today or fewer? But more or less. They're fewer. I'll answer it for you. At least in my district. Are Americans healthier today than they were in 2010? And do we have more solo practitioners or more vertically integrated healthcare systems where an insurance company owns a PBM, that owns a pharmacy, that owns a healthcare system?
Mr. Chairman.
So my point here is that how you judge success of government-run healthcare and how we do are maybe two different things. With that, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back.
Thank you.